everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vina and I recently moved to South Korea with my husband, who is Korean. We applied for the F6 visa, which is the marriage migrant visa. So this visa allows me to work with pretty much no restrictions. I'm making this video since I know a lot of people are in the same situation as I am. So if I can help even one person, then I'd be happy to. Keep in mind that this is my personal experience, so this may or may not be different for you, especially depending on what country you're from. A little bit of background information. I'm from Canada and I married my husband about almost a year ago now. We had a small ceremony in Canada with just my family. About 2 months later, I actually changed my name to his name. Well, last name, because in Canada and the States, usually we do that. Obviously you don't have to, but I did. So because I changed my name, I had to also switch over all of my documents. So my ID, my driver's license, my health card, and also my bank accounts. I needed the new ID because I wanted to apply for a new passport which had my new name on it, just so everything could match with all my other documents. And also because we were going to Korea for our Korean ceremony, which was a few months later in May. So fast forward to May, we came to Korea and we had to register our marriage before the actual ceremony. I honestly don't know what we needed for that because my husband did it. All I know is I had my passport and our Canadian marriage certificate. So after coming back to Canada and talking for a bit, we decided to live in Korea for about a year. I'm secretly hoping for more, but So I researched about this visa and I knew it took about 2 to 3 weeks to get. So our house contract was up in October, so I knew about that time we should probably go because then we didn't need to find like a new house and everything. So I actually quit my job around October 6th and we applied on October 8th for the visa. So these are the things that we needed for the visa. So the first thing is my passport and a photocopy of my passport, our marriage certificate and a copy of that as well, my birth certificate. I can't remember if I needed a photocopy of that. If you don't make a photocopy and you go there, they have photocopy machines that you can use, so don't worry. I needed a passport size photo with the date stamped on the back. Make sure the date is stamped on the back because I think I got like 3 passport photos taken before they did the right thing because they asked me what the picture's for and I said it was for a visa, and yeah, so the first 2 times were not right. So if you just say it's for your passport, just say it's for your passport because yeah. So if you search the consulate closest to you or the Korean consulate, they should have a list of things you need. There's 3 different like files that you can like click on, but you need to print them all because say the application form is like 5 pages or something. I don't know if that's the exact form, or I don't know if that's the exact number of pages, but just print them all because you need them all. Some examples of what they ask for on the application form. This is just a few things, I can't remember them all, sorry. So they asked me if I had any other names or any other passports, which I had a different name before because I changed my name. Passports, like say I had like a dual citizenship somewhere, which I don't. They ask if you've been to Korea before and how many times, or like what your purposes those times were. All of your family members' names and if they know about your marriage. Who will support you in Korea, which I feel like that is obvious, but okay. My job, how much money I make, how much money you will bring. So for the job one, or for the money, sorry. I printed out my tax papers, or like my tax refund that just showed all my earnings and like taxes I paid. I brought 2 years worth, so 2018 and 2017. I think you only need like 2018, but I think 1 year is okay, but I think I just want to like be sure, I guess. I don't know why I did that. And then you also need like a bank certificate or a bank note, like just showing how much money you have in your bank account. They just want to know you're not going there with like no money, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what is like a safe amount, but I would say over 3,000. I had under 5,000. I had 5,000, almost 5,000 maybe. So I got it. We also needed pictures, showing our relationship, I guess. You can just put a bunch of pictures, like say you have a Word open, like just have a bunch beside each other, like laid out, and then like print the whole page, and then you can write on the back, like, I don't know, like our marriage date or first date, or, you know, things like trips you went on or whatever. My husband insisted I bring like actual pictures that we printed at like London Drugs, but that was not helpful to them because they made me glue them onto like blank pieces of paper. So don't do what I did. Pictures with like other people, like friends and like family, maybe even, and yeah, pictures of your wedding day, that kind of thing, just show your intimacy, that you're like a real couple. So then you also need a purpose of visit letter. So this is kind of like an essay, I guess. Some people told me they had to write an essay, which I guess this kind of was. They just said letters. So so you pretty much just write your plan for Korea. My paper was probably a page and less than a page and a half. So, and it was like medium-ish font. But I pretty much just said I want to be closer to my husband's family because he's close to mine, so it would just be nice. And that I was planning to learn Korean because it would be easier to communicate. And I just said it would be nice to look around Korea, I said places I wanted to go and visit in Korea. And then I said having the visa would help my husband too if I worked, so that he would not be the only one working. So yeah, you can just be honest, like what your plan is. Like, I don't know what your guys' plan is, but that was just like some of the things I wrote in mine. Oh, I also needed $52 in cash. They didn't accept card. So there are actually two things that were like maybes. They said that you would have to give them upon request. So one of them was the police report or like a background check, and the other one was a health check. When we first applied for my visa, they actually asked my husband if he had a police report. So because they didn't ask me, I felt like I didn't need it. But I didn't even think like, do I need it? Cause like I checked this, like I checked the list so many times, like what I needed. And like the police thing, I was like, well, it's a maybe. And then when my husband applied, they said it would take, oh, that was another thing, is they said it would take 3 weeks. 2 weeks? 2 weeks, I think it was. And that was like, well, in Canada, in British Columbia, it was like $80, $75, I believe. And the health check, he didn't do a health check, I didn't do a health check, and they didn't ask us, so that's just us though, so I don't know if you will have to end up doing it. I definitely recommend not buying your plane tickets until you go into the office and you submit it and they take it from you, because I went twice. The first time was because we didn't have the house contract, so you need a house contract. But that's in the list of things my husband needed, so this is what my husband needed that I know of, because all the instructions were in Korean, so that was all on him, nothing to do with me. But from what I know and what I asked him that he can remember, it's the application form, which is pretty much a lot of the same questions they asked me, but more for him, obviously. He needed his passport and the photocopy. He needed the tax forms, like how much money he makes. He submitted 2 years as well, just because he's been in Canada for 3 years, so we were just trying to show like we have money and we work and stuff. So so we needed our marriage certificate from Korea, as well as our KakaoTalk messages. So that kind of goes in the same category as the pictures. They just want to see like your relationship is real, I guess, I don't know. But our literally a stack of papers, like this thick papers. It was insane. And that wasn't even all. And it was like half the page and then half, like 2 columns per page. Okay, anyways. So he also needed the family registry, which is pretty much his family tree, I guess. So that piece of paper actually shows that I'm on there. Both of us are on there, because when we registered our marriage in Korea, I got put onto that. So that was kind of cool to see, actually. Oh, and then he got the police check just because the lady had asked us when we went to apply. So when I applied for the visa on October 8th, we were missing the house contract. So we weren't able to apply on that day. She literally was like, you're missing documents, so I can't accept this right now. Which was fair and good, because then I didn't waste the money and everything just to get a no when it was a for sure no. So we didn't have a house contract because we didn't have a house contract. We didn't have a place to live in Korea yet. So for that, they said we could use his parents' house just to show that we have somewhere to stay. So you would need that for sure. I actually couldn't get that for a couple days, and in that time we had gone to my hometown for about a week or so, because I had quit work and we thought we were gonna go to Korea right away, so we were like visiting my family and stuff. And so when we applied again, it was like end of October, and that time we were actually missing the family registry. No, we had the family registry, but there's like this like a identification number or something that my husband has, and like half of it was starred out for like security purposes, so they were like, no, I'm sorry, we need the full number. So then I went back again. So this time it was, I think it was, what day did I apply? Okay, so the third time I went, I had everything, okay? I had everything except my bank statement wasn't stamped, so she made me run to the bank and get them to stamp it. So I don't know, that's again something I don't know if you like absolutely need, but she just like made me go do it. She gave me back my husband's passport, and she also gave me back the marriage certificate and the birth certificate because she like verified them, so I didn't need them to be there. So then at that time she took my money. The other two times I didn't pay for anything, so she took the $52 and she gave me a slip of paper that said the pickup date. So that's when I was kind of like, okay, it's happening finally. And it said I could pick it up on November 21st, which was exactly 2 weeks later. At that time I was like, okay, I'm definitely getting it now. I don't know, please comment below if you've tried, if you've submitted it and something's happened during the 2 weeks before you get it, because I was like so anxious the whole time that she was gonna call me like, oh, you actually don't have this, or no, you can't go, or something. But anyways, so after I got the slip of paper, we bought the tickets to Korea, and we came here on December 3rd. We left Canada December 3rd, but we didn't actually arrive here until December 5th just because of transit and everything. And I just want to mention like not buying your tickets early, because if I had bought them on October 8th, like for the end of the month, I wouldn't have made it because I actually ended up getting my visa over a month later. So you just want to be really careful, because it's not like their fault at all, and they will not reimburse you if you buy a ticket and you don't have a visa, right? So yeah, just be careful. Okay, so keep in mind that the visa is only good for 3 months, and it is a single entry. So what that means is you have 3 months to leave your country and enter Korea. And single entry just means I can't leave Korea and come back in those like 3 months, I guess. So after you arrive in Korea, you actually have to apply for the ARC, which is the Alien Registration Card. And then after you get that card, you can actually leave Korea and come back like as many times as you want. I think that ARC is what's good for a year or something. I'm actually not 100% sure because I don't have it yet. I get it next week actually. So I will update the information box down below how long it's good for or whatever. And I can also make a video later if I find out like any other information. So that's my personal experience on how I got the F6 marriage migrant visa for Korea, and I hope it's really helpful if you're planning on doing the same thing. If there's anything I missed, please leave it in the comment section below and I will reply to you. Or if you want to private message me, you can do that too on Instagram. If you enjoyed this video and are curious to see what my life is like in South Korea, please subscribe to my channel because I make daily videos. And give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.